The oldest and strongest emotion of mankind is fear, and the oldest and strongest kind of fear is fear of the unknown. H.P. Lovecraft. Everyone fears something. Fear is built into us, and if you are really lucky, it will not consume you. There is a niggle at the back of your brain, reminding you not to hang your legs off the bed, not to look behind you as you run up the stairs at night after turning off the light. When passing a mirror, you hope that it was only your reflection you could see. That inch of movement you think you've seen from the corner of your eye. That blood-run cold feeling you get for no reason. That is fear. Welcome to a look into the unknown, where fear is always on the cards. Welcome to Paranormal Patter.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a very special Paranormal Patter episode tonight. Guys, tell all the fine listeners and viewers at home what we've got in store for them tonight.
We've got a very, very special guest.
A guest from the other side. Not really, but she can communicate with it.
Right, and we might have a guest from the other side. We just don't know yet.
Yeah, we don't know yet. She might.
So
we don't.
It's no secret that we have an event coming up on October 1st. It is the Paranormal Patter Live with special guest Lorna Doyle. Tickets are pretty much nearly sold out, so if you are thinking about getting a ticket, please don't delay because it's go time. This will sell out before the date. It's absolutely going to sell out. Every day tickets are flying. There's people saying, oh, I need to wait for this time to get tickets and whatnot. So rush in and get them before they do because they're going to sell out. And once they're gone, they're gone. I'm not saying we'll never do this again because we absolutely will. But if you want to make the first one, it will be special. Make sure you go and get your tickets.
Yes, thank you to everybody who bought a ticket. Because
I know, right?
Officially nearly sold out. So thank you very much.
It's pretty cool.
We know you're not there to see us. You're there for Lorna.
But we'll take it. We'll take it.
We'll take it. Aye. We've not sold it like this since Lost Boys.
Aye. That was all of us.
I know. A wee precursor to what to expect tonight on this episode is not that we will be. We're not going to do what we'll do on the 1st of October. We will pretty much just give you the gist of what to expect on October the 1st. Because we want to save all that good stuff for the live show. So tonight, if you're feeling like you missed somebody, which was probably always if they're not here, pop something in the comments for Lorna and see if she can connect you. Because I spoke to Lorna through Messenger. And when we were speaking through Messenger, she managed to tell me some crazy stuff. So she is the real deal. So
is it cray-cray in a good way?
Cray-cray in the good way, yeah, absolutely. So without further ado, J-Mac, your intro to Lorna joining us here on the show.
Go soon found. Go soon found. Go soon found. Go soon found.
I just think to remember saying that would never get old. It has.
Robert.
Except it's not, though. That's the thing. It's not.
How you doing, Lorna?
I'm good. I've got another visitor. So
apparently the dogs know when there's something kicking about that's not quite right. Does your dog go off at seed all the time?
Yep, there's a lot of times when I've had people in getting reasons, like the dog will come into the hall and starts barking, and people are like, "What are they barking at?" I'll say, "Oh, it's nothing. It's just spirit. Just we'll continue."
Don't worry about it. It happens.
Don't worry. I'm used to it. But definitely. So.
I think we've kind of semi-told you our experiences and the kind of things. Everybody that's ever listens to the Paranormal Patter knows what our experiences are, and we don't claim to have any link to the other side, which which everyone knows. We've had our experiences, but We don't really have that same link as you do. We don't want to. It's very hard. It's like I'm walking on a minefield here and trying to ask you a question that I didn't want to ask you because I want to ask it on the 1st of October. So I'm like, I'll just kind of say it. Sorry?
Everybody has it in them.
Hmm.
It's just whether you fine tune it or not. Or whether you sort of open up and trust what you're getting. But definitely everybody has got it in them. See, we're all born with it.
There's Matthewman in the comments. He's the guy that makes these incredible graphics for us. The nice poster that we've been promoting here. This is
cool.
This is the man. Brian McLaughlin says, "Evening, gents. Hope all are well." Yep, absolutely. Yes, hope all is well. See, it's a wee comment section of positivity.
Yes.
Good.
That's a community of people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good community.
It's a great community. It's awesome.
That's what it's all about. Isn't it? I think that's even what the spiritual community is like. It's all, or at least it's supposed to be like. I know there's always a few bad apples, isn't that right?
I've come across a few in the past. It's very few and far between. So, but generally, if everybody or anybody that's into sort of spirituality or psychics and mediums and that, they're all sort of the same mindset, and find it very interesting.
I always wondered, like, when you're going about your day-to-day life, how is it that something... Keiron, what's going on your end, mate?
Oh, it's just a wee fancy incense burn on it.
Ah, right.
I just every now and again I catch it coming across the screen. What's that?
It definitely adds.
It adds to the atmosphere.
It does.
Brian McLaughlin says, "Hello from the other side." Sorry, I'll get my quote.
I actually get that when I'm doing readings as well. It's like a spirit coming forward, and I get songs all the time when I'm doing readings, and that is one of the ones that I thought that's so freaking cheesy. But it'll come say, "Oh, your granddad's saying hello from the other side," and they're like, "But he doesn't know that song." I'm like, "Oh, it does now," because it's just their way getting like their message across. It's just it's crazy.
Well, I like the idea of the wrong spirit coming forward singing Lionel Richie. It's like, hello, is it me you're looking for? No.
The craziest thing.
I've not had that one yet.
There was a.
Well, there's always time.
Speaking of songs, we were together in Bathgate Cinema, and we went to screen 2, and you said, "I'm getting the Indiana Jones theme," which was the craziest thing because I went upstairs to where the projector was, and there was a box set of Indiana Jones sitting there, which is like, I know you weren't up on screen 2 because I was with you the whole time you were in the building. So that was the craziest thing.
I was just a bit like, that's not very impressive because I was like, I'm just getting the Indiana Jones tune, and I was like, you were looking for somebody coming forward and saying, "Oh, I've got this message and everything's going to be all right," and I was going, do.
It's mental because. What do you think, Jig? Is this someone like J-Mac on the other side there going like this? Here, watch this. Here, watch. And you're like, I'm getting Indiana Jones.
I definitely think that, like, when I'm connecting my guides or whatever, and that's a wee bit debatable. Some people believe that we've got guides, and some folks say that's just like the one sort of just connecting, so to speak. But I do get like a lot of humour, and when I'm doing my readings or the songs I get, they're humorous, and I think it just probably because I've got quite a good sense of humour, or I like to think I've got a good sense of humour, so it makes it fun. Okay, it's not just like I've got a gentleman stepping forward. It's like no, I get life's a piece of shit when you look at it and stuff like that. Like,
I'd like to think that when I'm gone, that I'll be like, I will totally be such a pest of a ghost because I can't imagine me
of a ghost.
Of a ghost.
Bullshit. We got some comments. Rachel says, "Hi guys, hi Lorna." Rachel, hello.
Hi Rachel.
Well, and we got Brian McLaughlin laughing his tits off.
Probably,
honestly, I honestly can't. I can't wait to torment people and haunt them and play about with. I can't wait.
Keiron, you have yet to experience firsthand Lorna's greatness. Lorna, is there anything about Keiron that you have coming through, or any kind of something?
And the general aversion is just something that happens. That's just a normal feeling.
Right, let me see. Give me a minute. I know that you're very sort of analytical. And I feel that there's a part of you that really wants to believe in this whole thing. Yeah, but your scientific mind sort of blocks that and steps in.
He's giving hee-haw away, look.
Well, I mean, you're not wrong in a sense, as I am a scientist. It's part of my genetic makeup to break things down. But you've also met Kevin, and I know that's the first thing he tells everyone. Not disputing it. I'm not just being that, but I just give my answer.
It's Keiron. He looks like a Viking, and he is such a science guy.
Yeah, I know.
What about it? Remember, Kevin, when I was through and I was getting the wee brick wall put around you, right? I'm getting the same for this guy here. Okay, that's
wow.
That's very private. Okay, takes a while for you to trust people. Yeah. Right. Here's a song I'm getting for you. So I'm getting Onward Christian Soldiers. Would you understand anybody in your family that would have been religious or went to church?
Nah, not really.
Does that make sense to any of you?
Not really. Kind of very not anti-religion human being, but was never forced upon, like, family wise. It wasn't something that we were overly subjected to.
Okay, that's good. I just keep getting that song when I'm looking at you. So, I'm getting told you need to keep the faith. So if you understand there's a situation going on in your life right now where it's like you're doubting yourself and it's like you want to go back to the drawing board and start again.
It's interesting.
Okay.
That means I.
That's the most you're going to get out of him.
That's interesting. Well, the thing is that's interesting in the sense that I think majority of people have that same feeling, but the determination comes from whether or not you're willing to act on it and not necessarily just have the doubts. So you're not wrong. I'm not going to say that you're wrong in assuming that, because that's a genuine, almost daily conversation with myself.
I thought I was a tough customer, man.
That's right.
No, it's not. It's not been a tough customer. It's just it's given a response.
It's given
an
an
answer.
answer.
Yeah, it's the thing.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But yeah, you're not wrong. I'll go with that. You're not wrong. Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us tonight. It's been good.
Well, yeah. I mean, partially that's a lot of that's to do with work perspective. Oh, I broke my phone.
I love that wee cat that comes up when he disappears.
I know. I don't know what that's all about.
Viking cat.
But yeah, so you're not wrong. A lot of that's work perspective and determining whether you fit into a certain category and how long you're willing to put up with that before you feel like you want more. So yeah.
Okay, there's so many like 3 wands in my head, so that's all about. It's like looking out there. It's like you missed your boat, missed your opportunity, or your boat coming in again. Okay, so I feel like you are making plans right now. You are making action to make things happen. It's not a case of just like thinking about it, seeing it now. It's getting off your bum and actually doing it.
Mm-hmm. I'll give you that one. Yeah.
Okay, nice. So
I'll give you that.
So you used to get the
Look at
finger
that
out.
smile on his face. Look at the smile on his face.
Absolutely. I'll give you that one. Absolutely. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
Right, there you go. So, right, next.
No. Hey, he's a tough cookie to crack, and I think you're starting to chip away at the old chip.
Whoa! Wait a minute. A tough cookie to crack. I think it's egg.
I think it's nut. A tough nut.
Even I fucked up. That's a good start. Cheers. I walked out that one.
Well, to be fair, Kev, maybe you've just combined a cereal and you're a big fan of Cookie Crisp. There we go.
Mate, I so was thinking of Cookie Crisp when I said that. There are 2 sidekicks on here. Honestly, it was Cookie Crisp I could see. We have some comments here. Fran Simpson says, "Hi Lorna, me and Kath are watching." And Hazel says, D.
Somebody's hit enter too quickly.
Yeah. And my wife says, "Do me, haha." I don't know if that's just me or.
I was just going to say,
Lauren, have you not got
so
enough
you-
kids? Come on.
Right.
Oh dear.
man.
Right.
This
Right,
is the kind of
okay.
thing you're walking into, Lorna. This is what it's
That's
like.
all right.
It's-
That's
it's
all right.
Stupidity.
Right. Kevin, what's your wife's name?
Her name is Lauren.
Lauren. Right, okay. I've got my cards here as well, just in case my mind went blank. Right.
Pulling
So,
out the big guns.
okay, that'll get you got to the screen. Right.
That's fine.
Right. You see that, Lauren? Okay, right. I know this already, but I'm just going to go with what I've got. Right. Definitely a sense of like a heartache and loss, like hurt feelings, hurt words. Your wife takes things to heart, doesn't she? She overanalyzes things, and it's like she doesn't forget. It's to the back of her head constantly. Like, I feel like she's good with her words herself, okay? But she can take other people's opinions and really take it to heart. I know she's suffering loss as well, and I feel like she wants to just go into like her own wee private space now and do her grieving privately.
Hmm.
No better place for that than a podcast. So
So
Rick,
does that make sense?
I
to
mean,
me too?
she will certainly tell us if that makes sense, wife. Rachel says, "Do me, please, Lorna." Hey, people got to watch how they say that. Heather Dow says, "I know I'm late, been out delivering vouchers." Oh, that's class. Rachel 74 says, "Do me too, please, Lorna."
why'd you say it like that?
I know.
I wish I had a wee sound to play for that.
Jesus.
Do me too, please, Lorna.
That's horrendous.
that was cringy.
It was like walking into the funeral music.
Right, let me see. Right, Rachel. I wish I could see their faces sometimes.
Rachel, can
She's
you
laughing.
show us your face, please? Not sure how she could do that.
Should need to update
that's
her
fine.
profile picture, then sign back in or something.
Right, that's all right. Then. Right. Right, well, here I go with my singing. But
Is that something you helps you focus?
it just comes out of my head. I'm not even aware that I'm well, I was there, but it just happens all the time. Right. Rachel, I want to say for you, it's like you need to stand in your own power right now. Okay, I feel that you will get more by being calm, gathering your thoughts rather than going screaming and shouting. So I feel there's a situation going on round about you now that can I swear?
You can swear. Hell, fuck I.
You get more with sugar than you do shout. Okay, right, so I feel like normally she'd be like kicking off, but she will be come out more powerful if she's calm and controlled. Okay, right, so let me know, Rachel, if that makes sense to you.
Just a wee question, just for your own, for your background in this. First of all, not too much because I'm just scratching the surface. But when do you remember your kind of your gifts or your abilities starting? Do you know how long ago it was? Or
Mate, the 1st of October.
just a question to move conversation. That's
the very, very first thing, I was 5, if that. This sounds a bit crazy. I don't even know if I think my sister's watching. I don't even know if she knows this or not. Both of us used to share like a double bed, as you did back then, and we had a teddy in the middle. And there was definitely a teddy. When I went to sleep, I woke up during the night, as you do, and it wasn't a teddy that was there. It wasn't. It was like a devil-looking thing. Okay, and I don't know if I passed out or I fell asleep again or whatever, but I woke up again and it was a teddy again. And I thought, okay, that's my imagination, kids, blah blah blah. But a year on for that, I had been out playing, come back into the house, and on the TV, my mum was standing down there, wee bit ironing and that. On the TV, there was this. It was like a program of relics, and this devil thing was on that program. So I know that I didn't imagine it. I definitely seen it, and I can still see it like vividly to this day. That
At
was,
least it
that
didn't
was-
start off with a creepy experience or anything. That's
I know, and at the deep end, but I remember just like my heart was actually pumping in my chest, and don't know if I passed out. But it was interesting, Kevin, because you were talking about the sort of the sleep paralysis and things like that a couple of weeks ago. And after watching the show, I was like, could it be that? But then it couldn't have been, because then a year later I see it on the TV, so I don't know.
It's crazy, isn't it? We have another comment here. C. Matthewman, which is Craig. He says, "Gutted, I'm going to miss the live show. Anything you can say to me? I'm getting that you're very artistic."
I'm getting that you're very flattering with my picture. What's actually funny, just quickly, the wee picture that came up with the 3 years at the beginning of the show, the wee cartoon, it's like he's been very nice to us and made me a lot slimmer. He's shrunk you down a wee bit, Keiron. So as a result, he shrunk Kevin down to look like something for the Beano.
In comparison,
These wee skinny arms.
Right, let me see. Let's see if I get in.
So this is Craig.
Right. There we go. Right. Right, for Craig, I'm getting celebration coming up round about him. Okay, I'm getting the 3 cups in my head. Okay, so but that for me is all about like weddings, christenings, engagements. So I feel there's something going on round about him. So yes, I want to say congratulations. It's a happy occasion for like everybody to get together, like different family members, different generations, that whole thing. So getting champagne glasses as well and drinking. So congratulations. That's what I'm getting from him. Does that resonate with Craig?
I mean,
I
I know
have to get responses for these.
He'll respond. But,
Yeah,
he told me it was up to the day, and it's in regards to something to do with that. So that's quite cool.
What was funny was as soon as Lorna said that, Kev, your face did that. It was the same face you made when you were trying not to laugh on the John Edmonds episode. It's like you just knew Kevin knew something.
was it the what TF face?
No,
it was a good face.
It was like,
I'll show you. It's this face. Ready?
You look like one of the things at the shows that you try and shoot water into the mouth.
Matthewman said, "Spooky." Matthewman, I swear to God, I said nothing to her. I said nothing about anyone. Erin Mushit says, or is it Mushit? Says, "Hi, Auntie Lorna." Oh, look at this. Who's this? Adioyan.
Oh no!
Says,
Oh no! We've got a scammer.
Says, "See, Matthewman, thanks for the comment. I read your name and felt a strong connection. Kindly send me a friend request for your reading." Excuse me, but you want to back off, you spooky bitch? We got this covered. Matthewman says, "Actually missing the show for a birthday, lol." Look at that, eh?
It's not a birthday, actually. Apparently, it's a Bittlewrith Day.
A
Bittlewrith Day. Happy Bittlewrith Day.
Yep.
Hi, Claire.
Says, "Hey, Lorna."
Hey, Claire. Yeah,
have you got...
I know them.
Is there anyone in the comments section that's giving you the mad vibes right now, or is there anybody kicking about saying, "Tell them I said hi"?
So, see, like before I came on, right, I have to go with this. I had it down. I was, I felt as if I had like a wee boy with me, right? Okay, because I kept saying, "My mum's here, my mum's here." Okay, so there's somebody that's watching that. I feel that there's obviously somebody's lost a child. Okay, and I was getting sort of like leukemia. I was getting that type of thing. So I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, but I was getting that a good wee while ago.
Hmm.
So,
I don't know
yeah,
how
If
to
it is
describe
you,
that.
let us know.
I'm like, if anyone,
Mhm.
aye, I mean,
how to get to see all the comments? I'm only just seeing.
so I can bring them up, but I don't know if you can see them. You probably have to go on the actual live page, or I will post up a link right now in the comments section to us being live on YouTube. So if that pops up, you just mute that, and you'll be able. Oh no,
You'll be
because
able
there's
to read it.
comments coming from everywhere. They're coming from
Yeah,
YouTube.
Are
They're
they?
coming
Facebook
from
as well.
yeah. So basically, I've been bringing them up. But if you
Can't see
say, "Hey, bring that up,"
Right.
if anyone watching right now has any, I don't know how to say, "Hey, look," if you.
I
How do
know
you
what's
say?
going to
How do you say?
if you can
Hey, Mark,
if you can
say-
connect, if you
Yeah.
if this
that's
resonates with you.
if this sounds like something that's happened in your life,
Mhm.
call 0800. No, just
Just stick your hand up. That's it. We'll
get
find
your
you.
hand up and
We'll find
let us know. I mean,
And I
that
was getting like the D name, and I wanted to go like Daniel. I
Daniel.
don't often get
Mm.
names, but I get sort of like the first letter, so I'm like Daniel.
Daniel.
If
Mad.
I could see these. Wait till I see if I can go into.
Yeah.
Kieran,
Daniel.
I bet you would grow hair on your beard there if you stopped pulling it out.
I know, man. It's a big problem. I can't help it. It's just I just sit like this. It's work. It's work that makes me do it, man.
There's
Right, let me see.
Huh?
If I go onto Facebook, would I be able to get the comments on that? Do you think? No.
Yeah, you'll get some of them. Anyone that's commenting from Facebook, you'll see it there.
So far, the only people that haven't are Rachel and Franz. Everyone else is Facebook.
Well
Right,
done. See,
okay,
analytical
let's
guy.
see.
I'm just like that. They're everywhere, man. Kieran's like, well, if you go here, 33% of the audience are actually watching here.
Right, let's see.
Laura Ambrewster. Amber.
Oh right,
Ambrewster.
I can see that now with it. Right, that's
Hi
better.
guys, new to this. Hello, Laura. Nice to have you. Do you know Laura, Lorna?
No.
No. Very nice to have you.
Leave the picture up there now anyway as well.
Aye.
That might help.
Right.
That's an interesting picture. You're gonna have to explain that one as well.
What? It's just a girl in a church, no? Or am I seeing a different picture?
I think it is a church.
No, it looks like it. Just that's how you explain it.
What's interesting? It's just a person.
Just a person.
People can be interesting.
It does happen.
Right.
It does for time to time, man.
Right, let me see. Heather. Let's see, Heather. Give me seconds. Right, so you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. Right. Put it out there and see what comes up. If anybody can connect with it, then that's cool. Right. Right, Laura. I want to go to Laura. Right, I want her to just take the plunge. I want her just to go for it. I want her just to jump in with 2 feet. I feel there's something going on with her, whether it's like a change of career or a change of direction in some way, whether it be like a house or a career. But she's thinking too much about it. She needs to jump in with both feet. She's going to be fine. She's going to be absolutely okay. Right. So she could.
Laura, comment back if that resonates at all.
Heather says
Or
me.
tell her.
No, she was talking to Laura. She was talking to Laura.
Are you changing direction, Heather?
Oh, didn't do this. The last time Heather commented when the psychic was on, he was all over it.
I think
he was.
I think that's her way of telling you she's handing in her notice shortly.
The last time, like that, what was that guy's name? Can you remember? That absolute lunatic.
Laura says that is wonderful. See, spot on, man. That's
there
class.
you go. Right, cool. Right, my nerves are starting to settle up because this is scary stuff.
I can imagine
On
being
the spot.
pressure. It's like being able to
There's a
juggle.
lot of pressure.
It's
You-
like
you
being able to
feel-
juggle flaming thingies and then folk are like, right, go, do it. And you're like,
Do it.
Loving the headset, by the way. It looks like you just finished playing Fortnite, then came on here.
I did. Listen, I bought this especially for the show.
Oh, did you?
Oh, really? Oh, that's
And I'm
awesome,
like-
man.
No, you said Heather before Laura. No, he didn't. It's just,
So aggressive,
Oh,
eh?
I don't know what
it's
happened.
just like so demanding.
I know, it's just so aggressive.
Right,
She's going to do
Where's
you a
my
new one,
t-shirt?
man.
Where's my t-shirt now?
that's it.
I've emailed
This
you and
is-
everything. Get a grip.
This is how resignations happen.
Yeah.
Excuse
Right.
me.
Abuse for the
Let's
wider
see.
community.
Right, Heather, since you came on, right, I feel that you've been doing a lot of reminiscing recently. Okay, I feel that you've been looking back to your childhood a lot. Okay, the month of June is significant to you, like for a birthday or an anniversary, or the anniversary of a passing. Okay, and I want to go to the month of February for you as well. Do you understand that, Heather? Okay, and it's somebody from your past coming back into your life as well. Donna, right?
Interesting.
While we
Hi,
wait for
Maureen
Heather.
Butler, that's my mommy.
Yeah, she says hi. And
Mammy.
Donna Fairbrain says, hey.
You dick.
I said,
Fair brain. The thing
She
is,
didn't get-
that was a completely deliberate mispronunciation. That's his sister. He knows her name.
If she's going to leave my name behind there, I'm going to take the piss out of a new one. Ken.
Ken. Right, still don't.
I wonder what you get
Right,
from
still
Donna.
come.
2 seconds. My camera's being funky. 2 seconds.
I know worries.
Yeah, I don't know why mine keeps dropping out. I've not moved.
Spooky.
Technology. let the piss taken begin.
That's to me. It's to me.
To you.
She's my younger sister. So
So
naturally.
she'll be well used to it then.
Oh, thick skin.
Right, okay.
She's quite a non-believer, by the way, and all that is. She's quite skeptical. So hey, if you can make a
Donna is,
believer out of
right,
her,
okay.
oh yes.
Right. I will try. With it.
He's like, "No, I'm getting that you've just been recently married, Donna."
How do you know that? You must be psychic too. Right, okay, let me see. Right, so for Donna, I feel that at this moment in time, she's feeling a wee bit like in limbo. Right? I feel as if feels as if she's having to like self-sacrifice for other people, so like put everybody before herself. Yeah. And generally, I feel as if it's like she's looking at life from a different viewpoint, a different perspective as well. Yeah. So I do say it's like almost like she's having like a sort of a wee overhaul and it's like looking at life and like what is my life really all about? I want more in my life. It's like reevaluating. Yeah. I also see like different job opportunities coming up for her as well. Okay, so there's like interviews being going on, but I do see sort of like a moment of like suspense and waiting on correspondence coming through in regards to like meetings or interviews. That sort of.
So and you're
Or
not telling me
Donna.
kebab, huh?
I know. She works with Kevin. He's like, "What the fuck?"
That's right. I mean,
All right.
If she signs off now, we know she was right. She's like, "Shit."
Janice, one of our loyals, says, "Hey guys, Janice is a
Janice.
fond believer."
Yeah.
We've got Stephanie Fleming,
Stephanie
in the
Fleming.
comments saying, "Hi Lorna." Donna Fairbrain saying, "Younger and better looking."
Janice is actually from all the way over the pond. Can we remember where in America?
It's
She is?
Massachusetts, no?
You're just making something up.
Is it not across the pond, J-Mac?
It is. Aye. But so is Arizona and Illinois.
Well, it's one of them.
Well, it was fucking
Basically,
hilarious.
Janice,
Right, okay.
Disgusting.
you're going to have to remind us where you're from.
Janice, J-Mac forgot.
What am I like?
Hurts me.
Right, it's-
Did you get
Oh, right,
anything there
okay.
from Janice?
Let me see. For Janice, I feel like she needs a wee time out on her own right now. They're showing me the hermit card in my head, so that's all about like getting away from everybody. It's about reconnecting with yourself spiritually. Yeah. It's about I need to be in like a quiet place, just away from the busyness of life. Yeah. I feel as if like she reads a lot of like spiritual stuff. There's some like crystals and like amethyst and like rose quartz. So I feel that she is. I know you've said this already, but I feel that she's more than just sort of generally interested. I feel that she delves into it more. That makes sense.
See what
That makes sense.
we'll see what Janice
See how it
says.
turns out. Absolutely.
Aye, absolutely. Stephanie Fleming says, "Hope you can read me."
Excuse me. Right. Let's see.
Stephanie Fleming. There you go. I'm kidding. That's me reading you. That's as far as I go.
Sometimes I need to watch what I'm saying because it's a public platform, or I should put my.
People know what they're signing up for.
What are you
That's
been up
just the
to,
way it
Stephanie?
Stephanie got something she wants to admit to. Who is it?
I feel as if it's Stephanie right now wants to go like this. I feel like a lot of like anger and frustration where, and it's. I feel it's like that's how I feel.
Definitely.
No.
Oh,
I just feel as if she's not a doormat. She doesn't take any sort of like abuse. She can hold her own. Right, and right now I just feel as if it's like she's kind of fighting again, or having to fight her corner, fight for what she's what she's worked hard for. Yeah.
Ain't nobody be stepping on hers.
I know I can see like her in her dress here, but I feel as if don't take this the wrong way, Stephanie, but I feel like you've got a lot of like assertive tendencies to your personality, because everybody's got the like male and female aspects to their personality, and I feel that although she's sitting pretty there in her dress and everything, I feel that she's got a lot of masculine tendencies, as in she knows what she wants. Okay, right, and I just feel scared of nothing. She'll just get up and go on it, and
she's saying you're a tank and you want to fight.
No.
I'm just kidding. Putting words in. that was me that said that.
Yep.
No, that I want to fight.
Next comment says, "Moan then."
Janice says she's from Indiana. See, told you, Jamie.
Indiana.
You told me Massachusetts. Yeah.
No, I told you Indiana. Donna says I can't agree. I'd say the complete opposite.
The complete opposite.
Maybe she's just putting the front on and acting it. Like, see, she couldn't get me. Donna's a bit of a walnut to break, I think. Maybe in person you may be able to get her. Janice says right on the money. Right on the money.
Right. Perfect.
Franz says, Lorna, any chance of asking Kath if she has any messages for me? Kath, is that somebody that's tuning in here, or is
right? Let's see.
Do we know Kath?
Kath is his wife. Okay. Right. And I know Kath's in spirit.
Is she? Aye. Oh. Why is that funny?
I'm laughing at Keiron.
Why is he laughing?
It was just the way he's laughing. Is she? Aye. Oh.
That's sad.
It's very sad. My apologies, Francis. It's just the way he's sad.
Your face
laughing
just,
at me.
Kev, your face just dropped like a cistern that had just been flushed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Okay. So Franz, he lost his wife about a year and a half ago, and he phoned me to say that he thought there was something evil in his house. Right. I know he'll not mind me saying this. And I spoke to him on the phone now, but it's not, it's your wife. He's like, how do you know? I just know. Okay, this is what I do. So anyway, he got a reading, a really good reading, and at the time he was in a bad place, and I sort of suggested he get a wee bit extra help. But he was doing a typical male thing, like, nah, I'm not doing that. So ended up, I give Franz Reiki every month, and he's like completely... He's in a really, really good place now. And this guy, the connection he has with his wife, even though like she's physically here, is phenomenal. absolutely
Oh.
phenomenal. She's got a really, really strong energy, and he talks about her all the time, quite openly. Like, no any, like, I can't talk about her, or people think I'm daft. It's just amazing. It's probably one of the strongest links I've seen.
Wow.
Okay. She's calling, okay, right, Fran, she's calling you a silly old bugger, as in it's like it's taken you like 40 minutes to get on, so I feel like she's saying that the technology is way past you, right? You've just to stick to cycling to work on your bike and bringing the money home. Then that's what has Kath is like. She's like very, very straightforward, very bossy with him. But
A wife? No.
Okay, she's taking me to Blackpool again, Fran. So there's an anniversary. You's going to Blackpool, so I'm assuming that you must have went to Blackpool regular times during the year. But I feel like this point, I feel this weekend coming up is significant to you. Would you understand that, France?
Do you find it harder to do this type of thing through the internet than in person, like in general, or do you find it's pretty much the same vibe?
It really depends. Like, it's always good to like that sort of like one-to-one, and they're sitting across you somebody and like getting that energy. But I do readings to people like in America, Canada, Dubai, and it works the same. Really works the same. So there's no any like one size fits all. It can be very, very different. I've read like photographs and sent like email messages, and there was one woman years ago, she's in Spain, sent me an email saying, I would like you to give me a reading, blah, 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 blah. I messaged her back and say, that's fine. If you could send me like a wee photograph of your eyes, sort of clearly. And she never done that. So she was, for whatever reason. But I thought, right, okay, I just need to trust. Oh, Barry Thompson. I just need to trust in spirit and hope that they give me the information I need. So sort of like, right, okay, let's do it. Emailed her. She come back 2 days later saying, oh my God, how the hell did you know? I feel as if it's like, you know me inside out kind of thing. So stuff like that it baffles me. It's like this energy. So it doesn't matter like where you are in the world or whatever way you want to deliver it, whether it's like through phone call, messenger, email, whatever. It's just, if you're going to get a message across, you'll get it across.
I suppose it's all energy, isn't it?
Totally. Yeah, absolutely, total energy. It's like when you walk into a room, you'll feel energy like, oh, if there's a bad atmosphere, if somebody's had an argument just before you've walked in, or you feel that energy. Yeah? It's like if you walk into a room and the energy's high, it kind of lifts your energy as well. So, but it's just get a wee picture.
While we wait on, so while we wait on France, Rachel said, got a wee picture uploaded. What Lorna said earlier did make some sense. Hey.
Right, cool, that's good. I can't remember what I said there because sometimes it's like the information goes. It's like once you've delivered that, it goes. So, but that's cool.
You had said to her that she was no taking any shite.
Right. Okay.
Was that no the one in the dress?
Both, except she was saying the one in the dress was like mere dude like.
Proper no taking shite.
Right. Okay.
Like a bin man on strike. I'm not taking any shit.
Amazing.
Brands of beauty. I'm just laughing.
Oh, she seemed to enjoy it anyway.
Chloe Scott says, anything coming through for me? I'd be cool if you were like, aye, there's somebody here. I don't know how easy that is to speak to other folk. What?
The entire woman's livelihood. How easy is it? Get it done.
Didn't do
it. Oh man.
I know. Let me see. I wish I could see that fire.
I love this podcast.
Right. Phenomenal.
It's amazing.
See. Right, Chloe. For you, I feel as if everything's up. Okay, everything's upside down in there. It just feels as if your whole life, it's just everything feels muddled and nothing feels settled. You know.
Kevin, stop giving stuff away.
Is it? I'm really looking at it. I want to go like I feel like a big fed up. Right, I need to change my life. I don't know what way I need to change my life, but I'm just fed up with sort of going with the status quo and no. It just feels like she's going down in circles all the time, right? She just needs to get some focus on her life. It's like back to the drawing board, start again, make a plan and stick to the plan. That's what I'm going for.
And we can confirm I have never spoke to you about Chloe ever. You wouldn't even know that I know Chloe, right?
No.
There we are. Hey, Chloe.
Let's see.
Hey,
Interesting.
Laura Ambrister. Sorry, by the way, sorry
That's
if I
good.
ever pronounce other people's names wrong. It's a me problem, not a your name problem. Well, kind of a bit of both, but I'll take it on the chin.
You can see.
Armbruster sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I admire your bravery. Like you do tend to tackle most of them kind of head on, but sometimes you'll see one and you'll vet it beforehand. You'll bring it up and go, Jordan, what's this name?
Sometimes I try to.
It's like a name that looks like a Welsh town, and I'm just like, I don't know.
I don't know. You see it.
Or I'll just take a stab at it, and then when they're like, "Oh, that's so wrong," and go, "See, J Mac, tell you it wasn't that."
No, it wasn't that. God.
Donna Fairbrain says, "I'd have to be told something no one else knows right down to the specifics to really open up to it. I'm not saying it's not real. I'm saying I've never experienced a reading true to myself to be able to believe fully." So she's saying the door's open, but you need to boot it open to fully open it up. You know what I mean?
That's fine.
I don't know. My camera and J-Max both died instantly. That's weird.
Hold on a second. Number one door. That's fine to be skeptical like that. That's I've had that 100 times. It's part and parcel of what I do. Yeah. And you feel you have to like prove yourself, obviously. That's the hard part about it. But it's good to be skeptical, and you shouldn't just take everything at like face value. So I've read a lot of people like that. I read one guy years ago, and I say to you, Kevin, guys in particular seem to be naturally like, no, they're just like, that's a lot of shite or whatever, kind of that. And when the guy came into work, he sat down, and I was like, oh shit, here we go, and this is a challenge. And I was like, right, let's go. I was able to tell him what model of car he drove, because I got shown like BMW badge and my third eye here, and he about fell off the chair. But like, he was this big tough guy. I was able to tell him like personal stuff about his relationship, which I'll talk about in here. Keep it up. But he actually, I'll tell you, I'm not mentioning it.
I mean, it's up to you. You don't have to. I was just rousing, but I would never take away some of the finer details.
The relationship that he was in currently, okay, was getting messed up by his previous relationship because his ex-partner didn't want him, but she didn't want anybody else having him, and was causing issues within that relationship. So
that old chestnut.
Yes, that one. But he actually shook my hand at the end of it, and I was like, Jesus.
Perry Thompson says, "No one Doyle."
Number one Doyle.
He says, "No one Doyle." That's no one Doyle. I'm just being facetious. Laura Armbruster says, I would love a reading. Never had one before, but so curious. She also did say, "Oh, don't worry about it. It's a pretty intense name." I do apologize. It is me. Your name rocks. I don't. So I mean, you technically have been reading her, haven't you? I mean,
was I not doing that earlier? Right, let me see.
Yeah.
Let's see.
She's in Whitby Abbey. I'm going to pretend like I haven't Googled it and I'm not looking at pictures of this nice, big, beautiful structure.
That's where she is in that photo.
She's in where, Kev? Whitby Abbey?
Yeah.
It be Whitby.
It be Whitby. Looks like a vampire's gaff.
Looks like a vampire's gaff.
Right.
Aye.
It's my kind of
Class,
place.
Boo. Right, okay. Right, Laura, that was Laura. I'm picking up on, I've got to say gentleman, I'm going into that. It's going to pick it up on the mail round about you. Okay, right, I'm not quite sure if this man's in spirit or if he's here, because sometimes the energy can be very, very similar. But I feel this guy is very practical, very down to earth, somebody that would be good with money, that would be very outdoorsy. I feel like children and animals would be very drawn to this guy. Yeah. I just feel like very, very traditional male. Yeah. I want to say like somebody that you want to be like your granddad, just your go-to person whenever you're looking for advice. Yeah. And I feel that just now as well, I feel that it's like you're being very careful with your finances. Yeah. It's like you're trying to save money, you're trying to keep money set aside for your future. So, I don't know if that's for. Can you see what age you're in? I just want a wee nest egg put away. I'm putting that money away and I'm being sensible with money.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Fran's got back. He says, yes, Kath's energy buzzing all around me just now, letting me know she's here. This week was the week we moved in together in 1981. Look at that,
wow.
eh? Phenomenal.
That's cool.
Fran's, man. Fran's. Class, man.
I mean, as a man, I'm well impressed you remembered that. That's
I know.
Michaela Manzakova says, curiosity is
Curiosity
getting the better of me.
Is
it?
Hey.
Do you ever just get someone and you're like, wow, this is so different? Like when just one person pops up, or yeah.
Right. With Michaela, I'm picking up on like, a lot of anxiety because they've taken me to like the tummy area here, okay, and I'm getting like palpitations as well. So I feel that she's like quite a nervous person. At the same time as her being nervous, I kind of get like the jazz hands. So I feel there's like an element of not being a bit of a show off, but I want to be like artistic. I want to be on the stage. I want people to be looking at me. I just.
Why is that funny?
He's laughing at.
no, I'm saying nothing.
You have to spell.
I think he's
No,
I think he's laughing
I'm,
how
I'm somewhat amazed. You could say.
So that does that make sense to you then, Jay? Like, but that's what I feel as if it's like there's an element to it there's a quietness, but there's also it's like or what to come out your comfort zone and enjoy that attention but not being egotistical with it. I can put it that way.
Keiron, what would you say to that? Spot on or what?
It's pretty bang on.
Can you reveal?
Absolutely.
Just reveal.
It's my missus.
Buggers.
She's also the most quietest person in
She's
life.
very, very quiet, very not reserved, but just quiet in herself. But at the same time, is also an actor. So yeah,
That's why they show me on the stage and
That's why he was laughing. That's why he was laughing.
In all fairness, I kept a straight face. I think
the thing is,
I'm just like I'm
There
like
you
Wallace
go,
and Gromit. Yeah, I'm like that was very
I
good.
must say that was very, very good.
It was very good.
Thank you.
Kerry Graham. I think it's Kerry Graham, but she's doing the I'm hiding on Facebook thing.
Aye.
Either that or she's got a bad stutter.
That's no PC. You can't do that.
I can do what I want. It's my podcast.
Until we get shut down again. See, Kerry's laughing.
Shut down again.
Yeah, pretty much. Donna says,
It's a long
"I'll try it.
story.
Is anyone coming through for me?"
Oh, God.
I mean, it's easy just to say no if there's no, right? It can't always be. Oh, wait a minute, I'll jump in the queue.
I'm not going to be like drawing everybody. That's sort it's not like a sort of dial up.
Ah.
Let me see. No, oh God, I want to say no for Donna, but for, I'm assuming that's her husband beside her, obviously, and she's in the wedding dress.
Oh,
and
wow.
he's the version. Yeah.
Go for it.
So I feel that oh God, I don't know if it's like dad or granddad, but it's very, very much like a parental relationship there. Okay. These guys are so close. I want to put the both. I'm like this, so I feel it's like not saying lived in each other's pockets, but there's this need. I feel I want to go dad. Like that's what I really feel. It's like dad. Okay. This Mr. Fairbairn, because I don't know his name, so we'll obviously do Mrs. Fairbairn. I just feel right. Okay, this man's coming through like a really good sense of humour. He's saying to his son. I keeps on calling him his son. If this isn't his dad, I'll be surprised. But he's calling him his son, and that's how he looks upon him. He's saying that he's big enough and ugly enough, right? He needs to get on with his life, right? That he's had his life, right? He needs to get on with his life. He's happy where he is. He's peaceful and he's contented, and he doesn't want him. He's saying wasting his energy and going into that wee shell, because I feel as if he's kind of like sort of drawn back a bit, and no dealing with his grief, right? No wanting to talk about it. He just keeps on as if he doesn't want to talk about it. If he talks about it, it makes it real. It keeps it current. So, but he's to get yourself sorted. But he's very much, I want to go like a gentle giant, okay? Okay, I missed it. I wish I knew his name.
I mean, I can tell you his name.
Her husband, yeah. What's his name?
Damien.
Damien. Right. So I feel that
I know who Damien's dad is. Oh, I didn't want to go there. Sorry. That was a terrible joke. The Omen.
The Omen. Christ,
That's
an old one.
It is all for you.
Okay.
It's all
right, let's see. Why is it? Her husband worked with technology. I keep on saying like, I just keep on like technology, and I feel like that's like his career, or just what part of it with technology. I get to okay. The dad's saying congratulations, okay, to Damien. Okay, so and he's saying that the cat's not out the bag yet, so I don't know what to be letting the secret out, but there's news, good news for him. Okay, I can't.
Do tell, Damien. Do tell.
I'm getting another edition. Okay, right, so I apologise if I've just openly said it in here. So that's what I'm picking up on for Damien. Okay.
Well,
right.
you know, so I'm obviously close to Donna and Damien, and everything you said makes absolute sense. To a T. There's only one thing that is not accurate, but there's a reason that it's not accurate. So, from what I believe, so Damien's dad to him was his granddad. That was his
right. That's where I was
closest thing to his his granddad basically played a huge part, like a dad, in his life, and pretty much from my own perspective of the scenario with his granddad, it's pretty spot on. The whole new edition thing, that's quite crazy that you managed to pick up on that from Damien, because if you think Donna's not a non-believer, Damien is so skeptical. He's like, nah, no such thing.
Right.
You did, right? So that's very, and I know that my sister will show him this, and I hope that he takes something really good for it, and maybe comes along on October 1st, Damien, eh? And that would be pretty cool. But that would be really nice for Damien to hear, because that was the stone in his life.
Yeah.
So that's quite amazing.
Yeah, 'cause
Crazy.
a lot
Man.
of the time, I will get spirit coming forward and say it's your dad, right, or brother, but it's not actually the brother. It could be brother-in-law, and like spirit will say, "I want you to chop off the in-law bit," because to me, to them, that they were like the brother or like that close relationship, so they don't want to be known as like in-law. They're close family. So yeah.
Donna says, "Yeah, you got me. That's completely right." Are we talking about Damien's relative here,
what
Kebab,
part?
or are we talking about the last bit that she said? Because that could be an exclusive. Imagine me finding that out on the podcast. Eh?
I know.
Cheers, Donna.
What a way to be outed. Outstanding.
Thanks for letting me know.
It's a testament to how good you are, Lorna. That's what it is.
I know I keep jumping about, and I do apologise, but
That's
it's with people commenting, I try to keep them as close together as possible, but because it's all sporadic. Michaela says, "Okay, so my heart's been racing since I sent that comment, and so when you said anxious and palpitations, I thought, no way, I'm a very anxious person anyway. Also, yeah, I'm an actor, so I would say that was pretty bang on, but being an actor isn't something private about me, so I'm still on the fence, but that was pretty good." Thing is, Michaela, she's also not searching your Facebook or anything like that as we speak. So I mean,
now the thing is, this is where I'm.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Right.
Go for it.
You wear glasses.
Yes.
I can see the screen reflection off your glasses. Not massively, but enough.
I know the light.
Right, no. But the thing is, I can see them enough to say with your hands the amount of movements going on that you're not clicking through pages. And I'll be completely honest, that's partially what I've been watching, because that's my role. That's that's just something I do. I like to I do analyze stuff.
I should say, like, well, I don't want to have my ET finger sticking up.
No. No, that's entirely not what I'm saying. What I mean by that is a genuine, like, I can vouch for the fact that that's not what's been going on, because I can physically see that. So the testament to the statements that you've been getting bang on from people hasn't come from the fact that you're, right, shit, names come up, let me just do this and I'll just click here and all that. You can see it. So it's for people that doubt it, it's been able to actually confirm it from our point of view, because you're supposed to be able to portray that level of confidence and enthusiasm. We're supposed to break that, but in a not in a break it way, but more of a we're supposed to give the perspective of the everyday human. So from our perspective, certainly from my perspective, that's not what you've been doing.
As far as averages go as well, you're pretty bang on with everybody. No one's, apart from my sister, who you pretty much got there with Damien.
Yeah.
It says there, she said, yeah, you got me. That's completely right. Damien's granddad, I'm no pregnant. Bet I find out in the next couple of weeks that she probably is.
Maybe Damien's pregnant.
And the reason I say that
it's 2022.
Right. So we got another couple of people. Emma Marshall says, "Hi. There's another girl in a dress. You're going to tell me she's a MMA fighter?" Kerry with the stutter says, "Can you read me?"
Kerry with the stutter.
Sorry, Kerry. Everyone gets a nickname.
I've no idea what's been going on with my camera, by the way. It just everything keeps cutting out.
It's the energy, motherfucker.
It's the energy. That happens all the time. Okay, the energy, right, Kerry. Let's see. I don't know. I'm shouldn't laugh. I was going to say I want to go to the chest area, but I didn't. I mean that as in like wheezing and asthmatic things. Right?
Go to the chest area. Reading J-Max mind there.
I woke up. So I feel that it's like.
So what she's saying, Kerry, is
you what am I saying here?
It was an innuendo.
Right, so I want to go. actually. No, I want to go here, and I'm picking up like wheeziness and like asthma conditions. That's what I'm picking up with. Right, oh,
It's all right.
sad.
I think
Alright.
Kieran's
Did you
he's haunting his own house.
I have a broke something.
Tap twice if you're still there, Kieran.
Right, let's see.
I exist, I promise.
Right, let's see. Right, okay. So Kerry, she very much comes across as like confident. This is the opposite. Mhm. I want to put nursing round about Kerry. Okay, so I don't know if there's like nursing in the family or whether she's a nurse or she works in the caring profession, but I'm getting shown like the NHS caring hands. That's what I'm getting shown for her. So, God, Kerry, you need to live your life for yourself. You need to stop living your life as in the way that you think other people expect you to. Right? You care too much about other people's opinion, and I just feel. I'm feeling a sense of like anxiety around Kerry as well. Right, let me see. Going places, moving on. Right, I feel that you need to move on, and I'm picking up with that you're ready to move on right now. You need to leave the past behind you. There's so much like you've put up with enough bullshit, okay, from a certain person. Sorry for swearing, but and now I feel it's like okay, got them out your system. It's time for you to move on. Yeah. That's what I'm picking up for Kerry.
Let us know in the comments, Kerry, if that makes sense. Janice says, I won't believe every so-called medium, but you, I believe. Oh, Greg Lynn says, you guys... he says, you guys rock. Mega love the passion. Prince Charles Cinema. Thanks, Greg, man. We love you guys for coming in and hanging out with us.
Absolutely.
My wife says, I feel my reading was sounding like sounding like Kevin more than me. Try to say.
But
you two are connected.
Yes, exactly. See, that's
right,
that's what happens. It's like if I'm reading somebody else say that it's all energy. So anything that affects your life, so obviously like your wife, obviously anything that's going on with your wife is going to affect you, Kevin, right? And like the kids and that whole thing. So it can be like just like wife, husband, it can be family members. It's just whatever. It's just all like energy. So that's what's happening there. So.
We got Rebecca Black who says, I'm wondering if someone came in my house a little bit ago. Easy there, Rebecca. You got to watch how you word things on the Jibber Jabber podcast.
Well, it's Friday night, eh?
It's Friday.
It's like if you've got a teenage son, chances are a lot.
Sorry, Rebecca. Usually we're known as we are.
Yes, we are.
We are so like this. I'm sorry if this is your
hang on. Oh, I knew there was something wrong with me the night. That's what it is. My top button was undone. There we go.
I was someone in her house. Do you know? I mean, I'm a bit vague. Aye.
That's just one of the ones that's like.
Somebody's probably been in her house, right?
I'm assuming she's been in spirit. Like something weird's been going on in the house.
Right. And, someone from the other side.
Can I just say as well, by the way, just on a wee side note, Lorna, obviously you and I met a couple of weeks ago. I told you my feelings on what you do for a living. I was quite candid, I think. But you actually brought me much closer to being on your side of the fence than anybody else did before. So again, for anybody that's kind of looking for a bit of validation, that's a lot for me personally. So yeah.
I mean, if you've watched our earlier episodes with other mediums, you'll see it's a lot for J-Mac. He's just like, nah.
I don't give mediums a particularly easy time. Put it that way.
Between you and Keiron, you are like fucking, what do you call them? The hyenas. A wee rabbit, and then you kind of hold them. And it's like, you just hear the rabbit screaming, and then it's in two pieces.
No, it's like the medium's a corrupt cop, and me and Keiron are AC-12. Right? That's what we do.
Kerry with the stutter says, It's okay. I'll take that. What? Take what? Whatever it is, you can have it. Erin Mushy says,
You need to watch how you want things, boy.
I know. I'm just my excuse. I'm tired. Erin Mushy says, anything for my dad.
So if I say it every time different, I'll get it right at some point.
It's mush it. Mush it.
Exactly
Yeah.
like it looks. There we go.
Mush it.
Yeah.
I thought it was mushy. Mushy.
Bouquet residence.
Mushy. Sorry.
Oh dear. Right. Oh right. Let me see. Erin is actually my niece.
No way.
So that's
Is that the wee girl in the picture?
Yeah, to the
Ah,
forefront.
right.
Her grand's in spirit. I knew her grand, so
Oh,
it's quite awkward, when it's like,
yeah.
let's see. Ooh. Oh, yeah.
Sorry, just
Oh, is it in the beer time?
look at that shit.
Don't have beer for me.
Mate, I don't know what it is, but see, since we announced that we're going to be live in Bathgate Cinema on October 1st, scammers have been all over it pretending they've got tickets to sell. And I've got 4 spare tickets. Like, no, you don't. I know you don't, because we've still got the tickets to sell. And this Mullia, I mean,
Mullet's
come on, man.
Mullia. That
Oh,
happens
man.
all the time on my Facebook page as well.
Aye.
It's like they recommend and say that
The
I
wolves.
talk about spell casting and shit like that. Can I?
Oh, honestly,
So I've
man.
got to go and block it because I'm
Aye,
not associated with my page. Can I?
We've been on the
the thing
block,
is,
and I know.
Like with a fertility reading, you can get them in real life. Do you know what I mean? Like you can go to a doctor and get your fertility tested. What's a fertility reading?
I know.
You can
Aye.
go to Boots and get an ovulation kit and things like that. So that's
There you go. Maybe that's what she works for. Boots. That's what it is. she works for Boots. She's trying to flog some gear.
No, a name like Mullet, she doesn't. Sorry, I did interrupt with Erin Mushy.
That's all right. Right, let me see. Gosh, that's it. So I want to say stuff, but I didn't because it's my niece.
Well, you know what? Don't make it uncomfortable for yourself.
Don't, if you don't feel like it, don't do it.
It's fine. I mean, it's your niece. You can text her after if there's anything you need.
I'd rather do that.
Thanks for tuning in, though, Erin. Musha.
Expect a text.
Yeah. So the answer is basically aye, but no the now.
My wife says, I need you to make a believer out of me. I'm very skeptical.
I misread that. I thought she said I'm very special. I was like, fucking calm down, then.
Thing is, though, she has witnessed one encounter that I kind of felt like I had because I woke up screaming like a little bitch. And she actually screamed at the sight of me, like, witnessing. You know, you ever play The Sims? And like a ghost comes up and he goes, "Whoa!" It was kind of like that. If you slow it down, slow it right down. It was like that. So she experienced me experiencing it, and she's a bit of a shite bag, so she does know. Like it's like for her, I think same with Donna. Is they need something. If you could say something to her right now, or here, there's someone here wanting to speak to you, or something like that. Like anyone, you make a believer out of them, eh? I don't know if you have anything for her. I know, right? Just convince her completely of the afterlife. No pressure.
That's something people spent millennia trying to do, but don't worry, just you can wrap it up in about 2-3 minutes. That'd be great.
Right, Lorna, your fridge is open. Zool's in there.
Zool being Rosie. True. Usually, if the fridge is open, it is Rosie, and she is Zool. So, mate, spot on.
Is she one of these kids that you just catch like this all the time?
No, I go through and like a cat, man. She's on the getting the biscuit tin open. She's just looking at me when I catch her. She's like I just want
like a
biscuit.
cat. Look, as soon as you see that, his camera went funny.
I'm genuinely not moving. I don't.
It keeps going off, doesn't it?
It is. I've unplugged stuff. I've replugged stuff. Something like it's come down every now and again, but this is bad.
She says, "You scared the shit out of me,
Scared
but I
of
didn't
me.
see anything." She's talking about me pulling my trousers down. I'm joking. Totally joking, but yeah, that night was very scary. I saw something. It was a fucking crazy old dude standing next to my bed. Best I can describe it. But she never saw it. She just saw me going, "Ah!" And I'm not that kind of guy. I mean, unless I see a spider, that's like the only thing that makes me do that.
Spider.
Maybe it was Spider-Man.
No, it didn't look like Spider-Man. It looked more like a bald Doctor Octopus.
Like
I keep looking at a
Doctor.
picture, but I'm not getting any spirit
No.
coming forward for her jet.
Well,
But I know that she's got quite a few in spirit, hasn't she?
well, potentially. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Aye. Yeah.
I'm like, potentially. Well, in fact, no, it was definitely aye.
I kind of want to put somebody like in the same sort of generation as her. So I want to go like to the side here. Okay, so I feel like, oh god, I feel like a friend of hers is in spirit. Okay, right. So and I want to go back to teenage years. Okay. Right, so does that make sense? Like just before I go any further,
I know that this. Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. Sorry seems to be the hardest word. Okay, that makes sense. Now, sorry for having to go. Sorry for leaving her with a heartache. I feel that there's a friend, but I feel that they're more like sisters. Okay, so I feel like wherever one was, the other was there all the time. Okay, and I feel that we're both of them are very different personalities, but they gelled. Okay, because I know that like, Lauren is straight to the point. We'll say it as it is, and I feel that I keep getting Teresa. I never normally get names, but I'm getting sounds like Teresa or a big T name. Does any of that resonate with Laura?
I mean, a lot of I know that a lot. I'm not too sure about Teresa. I don't know if that would resonate, but from what I know, a lot of that does kind of resonate to something that makes sense to her for sure. I think she would need to confirm the Teresa part, which I'll check. She's usually got everything apart. So there you go. Everything apart from the name.
Right, that's fine then. Okay, right, but there must be a Teresa connected to her friend that's in spirit.
Is there a Teresa connected to your friend in spirit? Like you weren't just listening to Lorna. Damn. I mean, I know kind of what you're talking about. Obviously, long before I knew my wife, but I've heard lots about the said person that you're talking about. Teresa.
It's an old. It's not an old name, but it's sort of old-fashioned name.
Aye, you don't hear
They do that every day.
young people called Teresa.
Teresa Green.
Teresa Green.
Red roses too. Whilst we're waiting on Lauren confirming the name Teresa, there's comments building up like mad. So sorry again if I'm jumping about. Margaret C. McCaig, no relation to JMac at all, says watching you here and admiring your readings. I used to do it myself, and life got too busy.
I didn't even know that. That's my dad's cousin who lives over in the United States. I didn't know she did that. So there we go.
Well, there we are. Kerry with a stutter says, I definitely agree with what was said. Oh, Kerry. Feeling wheezy, are you? Rachel says, do you ever get any bad energy coming through, and how do you deal with it?
Yeah, there's been a few times. There was one of my first experiences. I was reading somebody, and I couldn't breathe. I was choking, and I felt like a pressure in my neck. And started to panic a bit because I'm asthmatic myself. So I was like, and I had to stop the reading because I said, I'm sorry, I can't breathe. I need to stop the reading. And her eyes were. It turned out that her. Oh, okay, Bradley. It turned out that her dad had strangled her mum. So that kind of scared the Jesus out of me.
That's a
There's
bit. Bloody
other
hell.
times I've had like a spirit come through. I had one guy come through. He was really, really hated women. Very, very obnoxious. Very obnoxious. And initially, his energy, I've kind of made me a bit unnerved. I probably felt a bit scared of him. He was like very, very powerful and just horrible, horrible man. So I had to sort of step in and say, right, nah, you're not getting through. So it's basically like the door's getting slammed in your face, you're not coming through. But it was very, I didn't want that energy connecting with the person that I was reading because it was not a good energy. It wouldn't have been. Readings are generally for your higher purpose, for your higher good, to make your life more fulfilled or for to guide you on the right path, so to speak. And bringing him through would have just been like catastrophic for the person that was reading. So,
Do you tend to find that most people that you do readings for have had like quite a recent bereavement, or do you just, is it like a wide scope of time since somebody's been lost? Because I can imagine that one of the first things that somebody that's going through a bereavement, first thing they want to do is try and get in touch if they're in that belief.
It very much varies. A lot of the time, just before Christmas, everybody tends to want to like connect with like the people that have passed over. I've had people coming for a reading where their loved one has buried you, and they just want to know that they've reached the other side and they're okay and that they're out of pain. A lot of people come on when there's an anniversary of the passing coming up, so it can be like all different things. Yeah. Some people try and connect with, say they want to connect with their mum, and I've had this a wee while back. They hadn't been able to connect with their mum in like 12 years, and then they connect and say, why did she not come forward before? I don't know the answer to that. I just know that they come forward when they're ready. So I've had people desperate for a loved one to come forward, and they don't come forward with that particular person, but then their cousin will come in next to get a reading, and they'll come through them. So it could be just that person that's so desperate to get the reading that it's too upsetting for them at that particular moment in time. It's like it just be too much for them. That's the hard part, when they were like, they get quite disappointed. Like, I was hoping they would come forward, but so it's just.
I've spoken to a few, including yourself now, spiritualists, and some of them really, really good as well. And I never kind of got, like, there's people I would always assume would come to me but haven't. So I can kind of understand that, where you're just like, but it's one of those things, isn't it? You kind of just wish and then you shall receive. Imagine life in that.
How easy would that be?
Yeah, but I mean, I can understand the longing to want to speak to someone that doesn't come, and you're like, fucking what? You know what I mean? Like,
I've actually had people say that they'll maybe anti-video come through for them, and they'll say, well, I wasn't really want to talk to her, I wasn't really want to hear from her, and I'm going to say, what, just piss off kind of thing. They're not really interested in the day.
I had nothing to say to her.
I had nothing to say to her life. I have nothing to say to her in death. So, but it's very, very varied.
Where are they actually coming from when they come through the door? I mean, what is the plane that they're in? It like when they're coming through their door to you or to them during a reading. Where are they coming from? Is it like
what happens is I'll sit down to do a reading, and it's like I feel as if it's the energy comes from behind me. Yeah.
Right.
And sometimes the energy will go right through me and can actually go to the sitter who's getting read. Okay? But generally, when spirit are coming through, it's like I just feel like it's changing energy. The hairs in my arms stand up like this, okay? And you feel the total vibration changes. And like the person who's having the reading, at the end of the reading, once their loved one's gone or went next door, is what I like to say. I would say, can you feel
Popped
that?
out for some milk.
Popped out next door, and I would say, can you feel that energy's changed? Can you feel it's like a quietness? And 9 out of 10 of them will say, that's weird. I can really feel it's like a calmness comes out. It's weird. It's just I don't have all the answers. I'm still learning. I always will be learning. So
It is quite daunting to imagine that, take J-Mac, for instance, wife's away, it's a late night, he strolls into his wee cupboard, sits down, gets the gel out, squirts it on his hand, box of tissues, and then you assume that he's
home alone.
The dynasty of his family are all like, what you doing? All behind him, watching him. That's now quite a daunting prospect. And I've just said that while Maggie's been in the car. I often feel someone standing behind me. Do you have any feelings of who it may be? Your husband.
I don't know if
Dirty bastard.
No, I meant like
Margaret, I have to apologise for my friend Kevin because he will never do it for himself.
I'm sorry.
Right, so someone standing behind me. Do you have any feeling of who it may be? Okay. And straight away, I want to go. Our mum's in spirit. Our mum's looking after her. Our mum's guiding her. I know that she was Margaret's spiritual herself, but I also feel her mum was also like she would link into spirit and the whole sort of movement. So I do feel that it's like, okay. I know that Margaret's needing a wee bit of like support right now, okay, like emotional support. And so I feel there's an anniversary coming up around about Margaret, and there's a male to the side there as well. So you said her husband, but I want to say husband now. If I'm wrong, I apologise, but I do feel husband to the side there, and mum is also there as well. So nothing negative. It's very, very, very caring and very loving.
Well, let us know, Maggie. Donna says, if you could tell me his granddad, that will be Damien's granddad's name, I'll totally believe. It's like a top trump or something here. Well, unless I get a name here, you've said enough about him, but what is his name? I don't know how easy that is to give a name. If
I'm crap with names, I'll be honest with you. It's like, I don't always get names. That is one of my bugbears.
Do you know what? Actually, I totally admire that honesty because you get so many people that do what you do that would just be like, oh, I'm getting a name beginning with a J. They're like, fucking please be a J.
No, it's just, it frustrates the hell out of me because it's like actors and all that kind of thing. I'll say, well, that's so and so, and they can come. But for whatever reason, I do not know. And I'm not going to bullshit. It's like it's something I'm working on. Right? But what I work with is like what I feel, and they use like all your senses. So I'm like, I'll feel it, and I'll feel pain, I'll feel emotion, I'll see things and hear things, smell things, that whole kind of thing. So working on the name thing, but I'm not going to beat myself up about it. It's a work in progress.
See with Damien as well, you're quite accurate as well about his line of work with being technology and whatnot.
Right,
a lot of what you said, pretty much everything apart from it, and I understand why he would say dad, because to Damien that is his dad. So you pretty much unpacked quite a lot there, to the point you've obviously got my sister intrigued. I reckon some part of Damien's probably still sitting there going, nah.
Rubbish.
But
That's all right.
But
that's cool.
Definitely quite interesting, and I think it would be quite crazy good for Damien to I don't know how you can get more from him, maybe a in-person visit or something, but it would be quite good for Damien to experience that, or to at least feel.
Definitely.
He'll be one of these guys.
Yeah.
No, say that because I'm sat with my arms folded. Or is that just...
He would be respectful.
I didn't even notice that. There is my psychic ability. I didn't even notice something that was right fucking in front of me. So I wouldn't worry about it.
I'm just sitting as still as I can so I don't knock my camera.
Was it or one other specific detail or something Damien has of his? I don't even know what the answer is to that. Just couldn't blame me if you get it right. For £400, Lorna, it's in your corner.
Lorna, it's in your corner. You never even meant that, did you?
I so
that
did.
just flowed. I so did. Let me see. This is so obvious, right? But I'll have to go with what I'm getting shown. I'm getting shown a watch. Okay, you make me draw circles, and I'm going to go like I'm looking at the time, and it's a watch.
A watch. We'll find out after the
And-
break.
That's good. After a word from our
Okay.
sponsors, which there were fucking none of.
Oh no, we do. We are our own sponsor. We have a response here from Maggie. She says, "My husband and I will be celebrating our 60-year
dear.
anniversary on Saturday. Spot on with that. My mum is still here, but she's always looking out for me. Thank you."
Right. Okay, doke.
Maybe that's maybe the dude was like, "Yo, we both got this, but one's here and one's no." That would be my interpretation, but I'm not from the psychic circle. Janice says, "I don't think it's a door as such, more like a thin veil that gets parted and they go through." Well. Ellie McCaig, no relation to J Mac, says,
Total relation.
do you pick up energies constantly, or can you just shut it off at times?
I can shut it off, but more so like the past couple of nights, I've been getting woke up during the night. I can't get back to sleep for hours and hours, and I just feel that always somebody in the room, that whole thing. I went on holiday to Ibiza a few years ago to have a holiday. I was going to shut everything off and just have a nice time. And I was getting spirit like bombarding me. I was in a shop. I told you this, Kevin. I was in a tattoo shop with my husband. He was going to get a tattoo, so we went in and was talking to this guy and saying, "I want this, that, and the next thing." And while my husband was talking to the tattoo artist, I was getting this lady, his gran, saying, tell him, it's his gran, and I was like, no, I don't speak Spanish for a start. Now this is the weird thing. Right? I could hear her, obviously, it's almost like getting translated so that I could understand her. So I could hear it just like in English. But I couldn't say to him the message because it happened to be in Spanish. So I had to go back to the receptionist at the hotel and tell her what the gran had been saying and get her to transfer it into Spanish and take it back to him the next again day so that he could understand it. But I was kind of like, I don't want to do this because it's sort of approaching his privacy and that whole thing, but she just kept on like nag. Well, anyway, he got a really beautiful message for his gran in spirit, and he folded up a wee bit of paper and put it in his pocket and managed to say, "I'll keep that forever." So he was brought up with his gran, and she was just saying that she was proud of him for embracing like his artistic side and his creative side. So yes and no, it just depends on the spirit. If they're determined they're going to get a message through, then it's just like us. If they were sort of forthcoming in their life, they're not going to change. Okay?
Yeah, no, I get that. And we got Heath Dow says, "Sorry, I had to turn off just as you were doing a wee reading for me there. Not anything I know of yet about someone from my past coming back. My son was born in the month of February. I know you."
I know. I know you.
Janice,
Missed a bit.
Janice said, "I would love to hear from you later," which is cool.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Heather says, "Are great though, so we'll see what we see in the future." I think she meant that as one full sentence, but she's obviously had a rough day. Janice says, "Yeah, it's not easy to turn it off when someone's trying to get through." Kebab says he has a few things, but a watch isn't one of them. Maybe there is a watch kicking about somewhere the way. You never know.
That's
Heather says. She says, "Kev, see you." Yep, we all see me. I'm on camera, Heather. Franz says, when I first talked to Lorna, she might not remember, but she told me that Kath was asking why I put her jammies in the coffin, and nobody knew that but me and the funeral director.
Oh, I don't remember that, but it's like I can't really say any of the information that I give
That's quite
everybody. I just
mental. Heather Dow says, yeah, rough day, half of it spent with you. Did you? I don't think you spent any time with Lorna today. She was with me, Dafty. She doesn't even know who she's spending time with. Yeah, you had actually said to me before as well about something I had placed in a friend's coffin. You were very, I mean, you didn't tell me the exact item, but you told me of its significance, which is crazy cool because I did leave something. First, I only ever really seen, how many people have I seen? Well, how many person in one coffin have I seen? And
So well
why
put.
is this?
How many people have I seen?
Well, how many that aren't like I've not stumbled upon being deed? I saw one.
How
of my
many
friends
have you stumbled upon being dead?
a few. No, yeah, story about Damien. Right, his neighbor died, and the wee woman chat the door. She's all crying, and she's like, "Oh, my fella's dead. I think he's dead." Right. So Damien goes through, and Damien is like the most, just like he's not he's very good poker face. He's just like this all the time, right? So he goes through, right, and the guy's dead, right, and Damien's like, yeah, he's dead, and the lassie's like greeting him that. She's like, really? He's like, yep, dead, and she's like crying up against him and that, like, oh no, he's dead, and he's like, so I'm gonna go now. So I think he was drunk or something, eh? Deed as hell, and she was like needing it confirmed, and he's just like, "Yep, dead. I'm gonna go now."
So he's dead. Oh my windy.
Sake. See, the Scott McKinnon says, "I've seen hunters." Hunters are what? See, to be fair, he means dead bodies. No fucking wonder the cunt's an undertaker.
He's got that look about him, eh?
He's got that look about him.
It's like, I'm pretty sure, like, Scott's theme tune is
Just winding.
We love you. We love you, Scott.
He's like the only guy that I know that looks younger with grey hair. Hey. I'm just kidding. Donna says he was on drugs and fell down the stairs and broke his neck. Damien didn't like her pulling his t-shirt.
It's like,
oh my God.
Get off me. He was on drugs and fell down the stairs and broke his neck.
It cost me
Quite
500 quid.
Snap, snap, snap. Scott says, love yous too. See, Scott, by the way, Lorna, you came into the cinema and you were like, guy died in here. And the guy that's deed saying sorry to the dude that was like, had to find him. It was him that found the deed guy. That's some spooky shit right there. Are you getting anything from Scott McInnes other than sheathing?
other than what?
Sheathing.
Sheathing.
It's sheathing, oh no. Funeral director. Still game.
Oh.
Oh man, it's funny when
that was in one of the later seasons of Still Game, which are far more forgettable.
Scott says apparently I was dead
once.
No, they say you look dead. I'm just joking. Just joking. Tell us more on that, Scott. Is there anything you're getting from Scott?
Right, let's see.
Sorry for roasting you.
I'm getting that he used to have a rocking tash.
I did. I've got a picture in my office.
No, you don't. That's no up in the office or anything.
Not on the board in my office. Absolutely not. I swear.
Right. Scott, I know he's got a kilt on that, right? But I want to go. I'm getting a song, my wedding song. No. I'm getting like wedding. Okay, right. So there's an engagement and engagement to be married, but I'm picking up on like I keep on getting the song. I'm going to the chapel and we're going to get married. Right? I might know it'd be a chapel, it'd be a church, but I feel as if it's like they're giving me this. It's like a joining of two people. So would that make sense to you, Scott?
Scott joining with people.
No, I'm getting like weddings, engagement and weddings. If it's not for him, round about him.
Scott, you getting married? He says belter. I mean, gonna need a bit more than that, Scott. Fuck me, man.
A belter of a tash. That's what he's talking about.
Aye, back then. Aye, Scott, you getting married, my man? I know. I think his missus is called Esther. Don't think they're married. Maybe he's gonna propose. Esther, if you're watching,
If he's going to propose, you've just
Sorry.
fucked it.
I know. Outed my sister.
He comes back with-
And by the way, oh wait, there we go. I was at my cousin's wedding.
right, there you go. Right, so that's was it in a chapel?
Well,
I'm just curious because that's the song I get. I'm just
Scott lives in
interested.
a chapel in a coffin. Hangs up. I'm joking. I'm so joking, Scott. I'm just winding you. Donna says, "I still haven't had a reading for me. That one didn't count." That was for Damien. Married.
Nothing like a woman keeping score, eh? Fuck's sake.
I know, eh? Scott says, no AM, no AM, no getting.
no getting married.
He's not getting married.
He's come back then.
No,
Right.
I'm not
But
getting
he
married.
was at a wedding.
Well, he will be getting married if his missus sees this, because she'll be like, "Oh, you're going to propose," and he'll be like, "No, she just said that," and then she'll be like, "Well, it's about time you proposed," and then she'll start giving him the aggro about it, and then he'll get married. The natural order of things.
Right, so, Scott, how did you decide to get married? It's like, it's a fucking podcast.
Never again, is it?
Never again. Like, never again to your missus, or like never again in general?
This poor guy's taking some amount of abuse.
I know, Scott.
Uh-huh.
I'm so sorry, man. I didn't mean to. Somebody's got to get it. Heather says that's because you have your walls up and won't let her read you, missus. Let Lorna in. You won't regret it, Donna.
Donna.
Donna XX. Hey, no.
No.
Scott says no. In general, what?
In general. Right.
Never say never. Scott.
Never.
Never say never.
Let's see.
Is this you going for Donna proper? You want me to bring a picture up? There she is again. Look, I'm letting her in. She isn't coming in. The door's wide open.
This is
You can tell she's your fucking sister, eh?
I know. Totally.
Right, let's see.
Just younger and better looking, apparently.
Right.
Scott said never, never, never. See, Donna, you know, better and looking and younger. Well, you're younger. Rachel says, looking forward to seeing you in person at Bathgate Cinema on October the 1st. Nice wee plug there, Rachel. Thank you.
Thank you very
Hopefully
much.
someone
Yep, thank you.
Hopefully someone comes through for me.
Mm. Right, Donna, there's I want to say movement for you in regards to like earning more money, in regards to your workplace. Yeah.
Overtime. Yes.
Right, why? Donna, the fire sign, is she the Leo, the Sagittarius, or the Aries? I'm getting this like a fire sign, so it's like very.
She's fiery.
An energy. Well, I'll show you this card. This will probably describe her. Yeah. Like knows what she
Mental.
wants.
What's her date of birth? Sorry, what's her month of birth?
June.
No, that's Gemini. So
She's confirming that. She's a tough crowd with her.
I'm not getting anything for Donna, so I'm just going to right. I'm not getting.
Unreadable.
Some people are unreadable.
Some
people
be
just put
interesting.
up the barriers.
Let's see what she's
that's
like in real life. But it's cool that you got Damien pretty much spot on. Rachel's winking. Rachel is winking.
Right, let's see. Kind of what you got to use, Jay.
Oh.
Thanks for bringing me up. Look at this thing, by the way. You see this?
What? I can only see pixels, mate. I don't know if that's just me.
No, it's aye.
Is he pixelated to hell?
Jay,
Yeah.
is there Is there diabetes round about you? I got this before. Is there diabetes? I'm getting shown like sugar and like watching what I eat, or like watching. I want to get healthy. That's what I always say. I feel that you're on like a health kick, or you're talking about a health kick. Yeah. And I keep on getting diabetes, and I don't know where the diabetes is coming from.
Diabetes.
It could be the. I don't know. Does that make sense to you at all? Like space.
Right.
He's not happy.
You need to give me a second because I've accidentally ended up with a lot of overlapping audio. I've clicked on a live link and stuff. I need to leave and then come back in. Right. Hang
He's
on.
like,
Ironically enough, your camera works now.
yeah, no, that's hilarious. It's like folk are getting folk coming through and that. Oh, it's your gran. J-Mac, you've got diabetes.
Poor guy.
Scott says, need to love yous and leave yous. I'm away to work. He's on the night shift in the graveyard. He's a dead ringer.
Diabetes thing. I'm always thinking about a health kick. I just never fucking do it. The bottom line, diabetes. Not as far as I know. Not as far as I know. I've never. I mean, if you're talking about me personally, like I've never had any notion that I've had it. I've never been tested for it. I don't think I've got any symptoms of it, unless one of them's just being class. But no, I don't. I'm always just talking about getting healthier and fitter, and I just never do it. I did it once during the first lockdown, and I lost a fair bit of weight, but I did it on one of these fad diets where it works really fast, and I lost like 2 stone.
Sachets of fucking powder.
Aye, I was basically eating powdered meals for.
We got the girl. He's like, "Oh, wait, until I get dinner."
Well, I did. I got a lot thinner, and then I piled it back on really quickly. And then
was it with sugar?
Oh, it's always sugar. There's sugar and fucking everything, basically. And so I'm always on the. It's time to sort myself out, and then the time comes, which is always a Monday, and I'm like, nah, fuck it, I'll do it next Monday.
Next Monday.
But just, I got that. I says to Keiron about diabetes in regards to you, and when I was looking at you there, I was just kept getting it. So I don't know if there's like a concern for you. I says like,
there fucking is now. Thanks very much.
It's like every time I look at you, I just say diabetes.
No, what I mean is, you doing your health kick. So is it? Does it come to that?
Right. Okay. So still time to sort my diabetes out.
Yes.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's brilliant.
Oh, man. What a nice roundabout way of saying somebody's getting fat.
I'll not be getting invited back on again.
Scott McKenna says we're all concerned for him, lol. It was me that was being mean to you, Scott.
I came here for a podcast, no fucking intervention, right? But can't breathe. You can't breathe. Well, maybe she's got diabetes then if you can't breathe.
Probably, mate. Probably.
But well, it's I don't know. This could be the wee Kickstarter I need. So I mean, it's Friday the day, so I'll start on Monday, right?
Start on Monday, aye. I did it over the weekend.
Oh no, that's ridiculous.
Right. Kevin, see for you, right? I'll show you this wee card here. Right.
Looks like a hedgehog guy.
I know this already, right? But I feel it's like you feel like very, very like heavily burdened. Okay, so you understand where you take on like other people's problems as well as your own. Yeah.
Sorry, man. Sorry.
Diabetes by proxy.
But what I will say is like you create a lot of that like anxiety for yourself. You take on more than you really need to. Yeah? So if you were to reach out to other people and get them to help you, it'll make your life a bit easier. But I just feel that it's like you get an idea into your head, you go for it 100%, and it's like you just wanted I know that he's our team, obviously, but I feel like you want to do things sort of like on your own and take all the burden on your own.
I'll second that one. Actually, there's been so many times where I've said to you, it's like, Kevin, I'd like to do this. I'll take this off of you, and you've been like, and he's done this Kev thing where he goes, I. No,
But
that means no. Kevin saying "I" 3 times is a definite no, which is a weird thing, right?
So not.
And then also, I even did it a couple of weeks ago. I was like, "Mate, can you do me a favor and send me this? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that." Way you were like, "Mate, that's brilliant. Thanks very much." Fuck all.
Well, this is our first time doing it again since.
But I meant the last one.
Probably
like, send me it. Like, send me it.
I'll send you it tonight.
But see,
I'll send you
the
this
reason
one.
you never sent me is because you've not got time, because you're taking on too many burdens. See,
I would never use the word burdens, but it can feel burdensome. Burdensome?
That wee noise you made. That's normally the noise you make before you go, aye.
Not true. You're spot on. I do feel very heavy on the back, but I think with these heavy bags on the back will come greatness towards the end for everyone. So I'm fine kind of carrying it. It just hurts. Just hurts a wee bit.
We're all trying. What? Anything else for Keiron, by the way?
Look, I'm ready for it.
I've said nothing. I haven't
Been very quiet. Yeah.
No, I was just
Right, let me see.
Yeah. Quite happy.
Right, here, see what we get. See what we get for you.
Franz, my man, we will
Right.
see you on October 1st. Looking forward to it. Come up and say hi. I'm Franz.
Absolutely.
Put a face to the name.
Come and say hello.
Looking forward to meeting all of you that
Yep.
have shown up here tonight.
Right. I want to go singing with you, right? You got a good singing voice?
Have you?
One
way to find out. Hit it.
No. Well,
Right,
Michaela says I do, but I would disagree.
So,
He's
well,
a tune.
give us a tune. Go on.
He's a tune, Keiron. Come on.
Right.
Floor is yours.
Right. What I'm getting to is like you can hold a note, right? The song I get for when somebody can hold a note and they can sing like good, unlike myself, is remember that song Pearl's a Singer?
No.
No, the old one make me feel. But that's randomly that's what I'm getting for you. Okay.
Pearl's a Singer.
I feel that you'll need to Google it or YouTube it. Right? I feel for you it's like at this moment in time your life feels pretty good. You feel pretty contented to be like the people in your life and the people that you love in your life, okay? And I'm just feeling like a lot of contentment. Okay? Does that make sense?
That's lovely, Keiron.
I'm back to being a cat, apparently. Well, again, half yes and half no. I'll be honest, there are a few people I could shoot. But but no, and I say that lightheartedly, obviously. But at the same time, yeah, I mean, I'm happy with how things are turning out at the moment, which is bizarre. So yeah, I would say in a sense, yes, I am. There's a bit of contentment, but a bit of understanding. Absolutely not. Don't start.
Prove it. Shite bag if you didn't, mate. Shite bag.
I don't sing. It's as simple as that.
Well, how does she know you've got a good sing?
Christ, that's a stupid statement. But yes, I'll give you the I contentment is one thing. I find that a bit confusing because earlier on you said I was trying to change things and looking for a way to adjust and adapt and move about things. Oh, fuck off, camera. But at the same time,
keeps changing.
I know. But at the same time, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Okay. Also, like a change of location in your workplace as well. So
Yeah, I mean, I'm not in a stationary location. As ironic is one thing, I spend half my time traveling around the country, so you're not wrong. You're absolutely not wrong. Yeah, actually, in a couple of weeks' time, I'll be down in the south of England for a few weeks. So, yeah, you're not wrong.
you don't know. Anyway.
You know, I'm not psychic, right? But I'm going to just try and attempt to read you. Yes, just based on, because you were saying earlier, and my wife kind of picked up on it as well, that that my wife was an over analyzer. Well, I actually analyze things to the point it's like I don't even realize I'm doing it, but I dissect everything and put it back together, try and kind of backwards
Reverse logic.
Right, reverse engineer things, right? So you, right, that again, I have no talents to this. I'm just totally taking a stab in the dark based on the person that I've interacted with, right? You are you're an unconfident person projecting confidence, but probably because you get confidence from other people. Close?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
It's you. He's doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably someone that will just go, I this is my bed. Could I have more? Yes, but this is kind of where I'm at.
Yeah.
Aye, and I think that good soul, want the best for everyone around you. Probably going to put up with a lot of shite though, when you probably shouldn't.
Yes.
Those are just three things. That's purely just from now. I have no talents or there's no spirits talking to me or nothing. That's just my way of saying to you that I'm quite an overanalyzer and I pick up on things about people's body language internally without it. Do you think that with that, do you think that there's an element of that goes into the energy? Like, so you say you get your energy. Do you think if you're naturally good at doing that with people, that you can kind of like join them together and be better at doing it? No,
gives you confidence.
Like, do you think that helps? I like if so I'm all right at that. So do you think if you and I were like a superhuman, would that make you more like, yeah, I'll give you that person's name? You know what I mean? Like,
I think a lot of it's quite weird because there's a judgment card there that's sitting on top, right? That for me, it's like I feel that it's like everybody's like definitely judging me about to prove myself, and like doing something like this is like leaving yourself wide open, right? But when I'm doing a reading and I'm connecting, and I get people have said that when I'm doing readings that I change, I do become more confident, right? Because I'm trusting in what I'm getting, right? So it's like my ego goes to the side and like spirit have stepped forward and I'm sort of like, are they working through me? So it's almost as if it's like a sort of no split persona, but I'm moving at the side and I totally trust what spirit are giving me. That's where the confidence comes in. So yeah, I'm a shy person. And doing this is pretty, I was going to say no the best choice, but it makes me push. It makes me push myself like beyond like my fear. So that aspect of it, I'm quite proud of myself that I do put myself sort of on the line, and
good
when I'm not naturally like. I keep forgetting your name terribly. Is his wife? Is it Monica? Your wife is like she's shy. Michaela, sorry, and then she goes on stage. It's just something about your singing. So yeah, that's how I can relate with her, with Michaela, because it's like you change, you just go into that role. But not always easy, but worth it.
Well, I think you do great at coming out your shelf. Where I'm at, mate. Here's my shelf, and there's me knowing it. Hey. You go into a shelf, you're on a shelf, right? I think you do really great at coming out of your shell, and you don't come across nervous when you're doing what you're doing, and you also you have to have really a lot of confidence from somewhere to speak to people and tell them these things, knowing that you may get it wrong, or that something may not come across the way that you're truly getting it, and that it can leave you open to judgment, of course. So, I mean, hats off to you. And tonight, you've pretty much been pretty much spot on with majority. A few things here or there that maybe someone said, no, I don't get that or whatever. But on the whole, like, it would be tough to say that you're talking shite, you know?
Some might disagree.
I mean, that you'll get naysayers, you'll get your trolls or whatever. But I think if I mean, just from what you've said, huh?
I think the way to look at it as well is you can be the best at something. You can be the best in the world at doing one thing, and you still won't get it right every time. It doesn't mean you can't do it and it's not right.
Just look at the World Health Organization.
The who? What?
Who are you? Andy Gibbs says, have you ever read the book by Doris Stokes? Do you know of her?
I know of her, but I've never read her book.
Is it just the book called The Book, or is the book Do You Know of Her?
The event that we've got coming up on the 1st of October, obviously it's going to be in front of there's the one, the Paranormal Patter. Special guest. With special guest, like the one that everybody's coming to see, know us.
I know.
You've never done anything like that before in front of so many people, is that right?
True. This is a first step for me. So exciting. But I think it was obviously a bigger stage in that than here. But see that one-to-one contact as well. For something like that, when the energy is like good, and there's all the different energies, and you kind of tap into that, you feed off of that, so it helps you. So,
do you have any
nerves?
Any fear of being overwhelmed by so much in one room, or do you think you'll just be like, I got this, I've got this?
I could lie and go, there has been times when you get it, you're like, yes, okay, and it's not so much it's like, yes, I did it. It's just like, well, I did it, but it's almost a case it's a relief. Yep, I've done it. Because it's important. It's people's lives you're dealing with. I mean, it's like I do this like every day in life, but it's got a massive impact. Like I know I hurt your feelings with the diabetes thing and that, but so sometimes you have to.
Didn't hurt my feelings at all.
No. But I love it. It's when you connect and it builds up that confidence, it builds up that energy, and it just flows. That's just the best feeling in the world.
I mean, I suppose a weird kind of bit of solace as well is that you'll have us three with you as well. You know, we'll be there to draw the awkward silence and pinpoint the comedic values in each other's flaws, like diabetes and being a stone. and
There's nothing funnier than die of fucking beaties.
Exactly, you know. So the upside is that although it is like there is that fear element around it, is that you're not doing it on your own.
Yeah, and if you are lacking any kind of energy, J-Mac farts like a motherfucker, so there will be plenty of energy on the stage.
Mostly of us trying to get away, but that's the idea.
I know.
It's like, right, I'll try and hold it in that night, right? I'm trying to hold
I just love the fact they were like, do me. She's like, diabetes.
You realise that's now going to be a clip that is played for.
Yeah.
No, edit that.
That made it.
I look forward to it. In fact, if it turns out that I have it, I was going to say, I look forward to you looking back on this podcast and feeling bad about laughing, but you just won't.
But she said she'd get diabetes, man. She's trying to tell you.
Fuck's sake.
Brilliant, man.
But my disclaimer is I'm not a doctor. All right.
That's class, man. Oh man. So
Brilliant.
hey, we've been live for 2 hours and had an absolute bloody blast. This is a precursor to what you guys can expect on October the 1st. So if you haven't got your tickets, like I said, there's about 20 left. And that's it. They're gone. You'll miss the very first Paranormal Patter. I say very first because I truly believe we'll do so much more. And there is already the clock is already ticking here. Yep, we're pretty much ready to go. So before we end, I will play the official advert for the Paranormal Patter to get but we're looking forward to it, Lorna. It's going to be class. It's going to be very laid back. We'll talk to you about your journey from the beginning to where you're at now. Some of the weirdest things. We'll pass the microphone over to the audience to ask you their questions, and then we'll kind of let you go out and just kind of start feeling up the audience. I said that purely for a laugh, but we'll let you get from the audience what it is that you feel, and let them all, because they're coming here to really. There are a lot of people that want to feel that. Coming to Bathgate Cinema to feel something. And Scott's not there. I'm kidding, but it's going to be brilliant. And on top of that, it will be a great start to a new way of possibility. See Matthewman saying, you better do more. Absolutely. This guy's missing it, and
we're going to have to, man. I've still not met him.
I know. Janice says, would love to see you guys in person. Janice, at some point that will happen.
We're always here. We're always here.
Well, just not in person, all right. But whether she comes over here or we go over there one day, it's bound to happen. But it's going to be great.
If we go over there to Massachusetts at some point, we'll definitely see you.
I know.
It's Indiana, like Kevin told me.
The cool thing is we are going to be filming the event as well in stunning 4K. So you guys that aren't able to travel across a pond, to come and see it, you will be able to see it in all its glory. You'll get to see us doing our thing with Lorna. Lorna's going to do her thing with us and everyone else, and it's going to be bloody amazing. So if you haven't got your tickets and you are local, go to bathgatecinema.co.uk and find the phone number to box office and phone it and get yourself a ticket, or just message the page or something. You're not finding it hard to get the tickets, so keep doing it. It's going to be class. It's going to be an all-round success, and I cannot wait. Guys, before we say goodbye, is there anything you'd like to say to this here fine audience that have stuck with us for 2 hours? Look at that dedication.
Thanks for the opportunity. Thanks for the opportunity.
No, thank you.
Absolutely.
It's a bit nerve-wracking, but like I say, it's like I like to push myself. I like to prove to myself, right, I can do this.
Yeah, of course you can.
That's the first step to the main event.
Hey, here it comes. Absolutely. It's going to be brilliant.
If there's anybody that can make you push yourself, it's this guy in the top left.
That guy. Not at all. It's been fantastic. We've had a class time, and everybody's saying see you all soon. The comments are going mad. See, awesome. So everybody's got a taste. They've got a taste for it now. So you need to come on you need to come to the cinema on October the 1st. And
Which cinema?
Bathgate Cinema, located in Bathgate, West Lothian, Scotland. That's in the UK. That's somewhere on the globe, if it's even a globe. Ta-da! I'm joking. I'm totally joking.
Definitely
it's been great. Globe. Thank you to everyone that's tuned in tonight and stayed with us. Dowfer says it's good fun. That's a seal of approval. So we will leave you here with the advert, and then we'll go to the credits, and we'll see you on October the 1st. Lorna, thank you again. It's been amazing.
Thank you. I will see you soon.
Absolutely.
Bye.
Take it easy, guys.
Bye. Bye.
Have you ever wondered what happens to you after you die? Where your loved ones go after they leave this plane?
We're going to try and find out. Here at Bathgate Cinema on the 1st of October, we're going to be hosting a live event with the area's most sought after spiritualist medium, Lorna Doyle.
We'll start with an on-stage interview, and then we'll let her loose into the audience. It could be a night of laughs, potentially some tears.
Come along, you never know who might be waiting for you.
And they might have diabetes.
Fuck off. No.
Thank you for listening to Paranormal Patter with Kev, J-Mac and Keiron in association with Jibber Jabber Podcast. You can watch future episodes live on Facebook Live and on YouTube. You can also catch up on our previous episodes on Apple Podcasts, Audible, Spotify and any available podcast database. Don't forget to check out our website at www.jibberjabberpodcast.com. Good night and sleep tight.